Zane, and today's video will be about Cordano. What is Cordano? What is ADA? And can we seriously see Cordano 100x in? So let's take a look at the current price of Cordano. It's currently sitting at 0.9 pence. Now this is in pounds. This is not in US dollars. If it was in US dollars, it would probably be around 1.3 US dollars, maybe $1 3 pence, three cents. So here's my question: what are the supplies? Current circulating supplies 31 billion, and max supplies 45. That's a lot of coins. The supply is immensely large. So lately, Cordano has been doing really well. It's been pumping really hard, and this is why I want to get. This is why I want to do some research into Cordano. I've heard about Cordano many times before, and I've considered investing, but the thing that's always kept me back was this huge circulating supply. Needless to say, the earlier you invest is the better chance you have of your coin making some serious amount of money. We're talking maybe 1000x, 2000x back in the early days of Cordano. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible for Cordano to 100x, because if Cordano were to 100x, and we can do a quick calculations based on Cordano's current price, what if Cordano were to 100x? It'd be worth 91 Great British pounds. So that's quite interesting. So if that's what it would be worth if it 100x, the question is, can it actually be worth 91 pounds based on this supply? The question is yes. It all depends on how many people invest in Cordano. So the question is yes. Don't know when Cordano will achieve this number. Could be this year, could be next year, could be in 5 or 10 years. But it will achieve this number eventually. Because despite my own belief, my own personal feelings towards Cordano, I've got nothing personal towards Cordano, except that I wish the supply was a lot less, to be honest. But considering our larger supplies, it's actually doing extremely well. For a coin with such a large supply, I think it's one of the best coins out there in terms of like market cap and the pricing based on the supply. And to be honest, I think Cordano currency sit at third in the entire world of cryptocurrency. I believe Cordano sits at third when it comes to market supply. So if it's the third biggest coin in the world, what's going on? What happened to XRP? Because XRP used to hold this spot. I mean, technically, we already know what kind of happened with XRP. There was huge amount of scandal, and they even got removed from Coinbase. But we're not going to get into that. We want to talk about Cordano. We've already established that it can 100x. Now the question is, Cordano, what is it? So Cordano is a cryptocurrency that uses peer review research to develop a network that avoids the pitfalls of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's interesting. It's trying to avoid pitfalls like other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it's interesting that Bitcoin and Ethereum are mentioned here because they are kind of the direct competitors when it comes to the size of the coin, like popularity. What's a coin used for? It's in direct competition with a coin like Ethereum and Tron, for an example. The network is split into three parts: a foundation that develops the network, IOHK, which works with universities on research, and Amugo, which creates businesses applications on Cordano. Cryptocurrencies are facing a number of challenges: scale, image, usage, and being able to interact with regular money are just a few. This is where Cardano comes in. It's a cryptocurrency that's a sucker for problem, and its community are working to solve these problems and make them work on their network for the benefit of everyone else. What is Cardano? You've heard of Ethereum, right? Well, it's like that. that it wants to be a platform where people can create smart contracts. However, the creators of Cordano believe Ethereum was a bit too limited by its design. Interesting, I'd like to find out more about this. They thought that Ethereum wasn't really designed for lots of people to use it. And because Ethereum has experienced splits or fork that disrupts the network, so they thought they could improve it by creating a Cardano. So essentially, they thought, look at Ethereum and thought, well, we can improve this many times over. So why don't we just create our own coin and improve on Ethereum? So that's quite interesting. Now, I must say, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. This video's purpose is mostly for entertainment and research, to be honest. Mostly just entertainment and research. So, who invented Cordano? The guy's most responsible is Charles Hoskinson, who was actually one of the first co-founders of Ethereum. Interesting. One of the first. One, well, one of the co-founders of Ethereum, not first. Did you know Cordano has taken the name of famous English poets and names major product milestones after them? According to Roadmap, Cordano was recently finished the Byron stage and is now in the Shelley stage. Brief history. Cordano began in 2015 as a research project to explore how cryptocurrencies could be improved. 2 years later, Cordano was first released to the public on September the 29th of September 2017. The first phase was known as Brian, after the famous poet. In Q2 2018, it entered the Shelley stage, where the network is rolling out new features to make it better at handling larger transactions. So, what is Cordano? Here's a quick video on it. And we can look into this video if you guys would like. I won't let this video play for long, but just to help you guys get more than one explanation.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris with Exodus. We're going to take a few minutes to explore Cardano Ada, a project that began in 2015 and grabbed a lot of attention, not just because of its ambitious plans to create an internet of blockchains, but because of its jump from around 2 cents in late 2017 to nearly $1.30 at the beginning of 2018. This parabolic price increase was, of course, not sustainable, and ADA's price has since declined to around 3 cents as of April 2020. If you're a Cardano ADA holder, at which price did you buy? And what is your Cardano price prediction? Let us know your answer in the comments.
So, that was just something brief, nothing major, but something brief and simple. So the team behind Cordano has been inspired by the peer review world of science and brought over into the cryptocurrency. So what does this mean? Well, all changes and new features introduced have to be developed, reviewed, and agreed upon by the academies before being used. But it doesn't stop there. On the Ethereum network, to verify transactions, they use proof of work, which uses a lot of electricity and can only process so many transactions at once. On Cordano, meanwhile, they use proof of stake, which uses a lot less power, and the network chooses who creates the next block through a system called Ouroboros. The team are working on a version of Cordano where not everyone needs to store a complete copy of the blockchain, allowing more people to use the network, while simultaneously being able to handle more transactions. They're also working on a way to create an internet of blockchain where all currencies can communicate with each other without the need for exchange. Did you know Cardano's token is named ADA? Excuse me, guys. So did you know Cordano? Cordano's token is named Ada after Ada Lovelace, a 19th century mathematician recognized as the first computer programmer and daughter of the poet Lord Byron. So what else is different? Cordano Foundation supports the research and development of the network. IOHK, a company that works in conjunction with several universities on research and development. Amugo, Amergo, a separate company contracted to work on the blockchain and make it appealing to businesses. How is Cordano produced? That's a good question. Cordano ADA currency isn't mined like Bitcoin. Instead, miners are validators, which are chosen by the network depending on how much ADA currency they currently own. If they're selected to validate the transaction on the block, they place a bet on how confident they are on being excuse me guys on being able to verify all transaction. If the blockchain verifies the validator blocks, they effectively win the bet and get a reward in ADA. So how do you get hold of Cardano? Excuse me, everyone. My allergies are acting up once again. Most people looking to hold ADA can pick them up on exchanges. And I'm going to say there's many exchanges that support Cardano. It's one of the most popular and supported cryptocurrencies out there, to be honest, and that's a good thing. Um, so the future, what's the future of Cardano? Cardano's developers are hoping to solve some of the major problems facing cryptocurrencies more boldly by the end of 2019. If Cardano can prove that its rigorous approach to cryptocurrency can bring big business into the world of blockchain, they'll be at the forefront of crypto revolution, revolution in years to come, and that's good. So, thank you guys for watching this video with me. Like I said, Cardano does have a lot of potential. Now, the only downside for me, and I don't think it's a big downside, but it's a tiny downside, is a huge supply. I do see Cordano 100x in, hitting that 91 pound. But my question is, will Cordano someday hit 1,000 pounds, 5,000 pounds, 10,000 pounds? That's what I'm thinking. So if you guys like this video, I'll definitely make another video. And the question will be, will Cordano 1000x or 500x? Because that's where my head is going. For a coin that has such great potential, but such a large supply, you have to beg the question: where is the future in terms of this coin? In terms of like making money, the technology sounds great, but a lot of people in the cryptocurrency space are interested in making money. So, how much money can people make from this? So, thank you guys for watching, subscribe, and of course, I will see you guys in the next one.